Now, equation of a line in three-dimensional space. Both the equations, vector equation and Cartesian equation. So remember the previous video in which the explanation for deriving both these equations, vector equation and Cartesian equation given. Explanations given in that video. So here we can derive a line if it is a specific line. Specific line means if the line is a unique one, then we can derive it. So we need a unique line. How a line can be unique line? One, if the line passes through a point and has a specific direction, it will be unique. There is not only one line passing through a fixed point and having certain specific direction. Suppose the line has this direction and passes through this particular point, say A, has this direction. Then there is one and only one line, this line alone. We can have a number of lines passing through a point. This is a line, this is a line, this is a line passing through A. But if we have this direction passing through the point and a specific direction, it will be unique. We can have different lines with the same direction. This is a line, this is a line, this is a line. Same direction. But these lines do not pass through this point here. So, a line passing through a fixed point and having specific direction is unique. We can derive its equation. That is one type of equation we derive. Both equations, vector equation and Cartesian equation. And the second is, if the line passes through 2 points, if the line passes through two points, then it is unique. That is, there is one and only one line passing through 2 points. One and only one line passing through 2 points. Fixed. So we can derive its equation also in the vector form as well as in the Cartesian form. We will derive this one by one. So first we will derive the equation of the line passing through a fixed point and having certain specific direction. So consider this first one. We will derive this. So derive the equation of the line passing through a fixed point and with a specific direction. We want to derive the vector equation and also the Cartesian equation. So first we derive the vector equation. Then the conditions given are passing through a fixed point. If the point is given, if we derive in the vector form, then that point should be given in such a way that its position vector is this. In that way that should be given. If the point is given with the position vector, okay, or otherwise we have to assume this. So we assume the vector, the line passes through the point capital A whose position vector is A. Assume. Then has a specific direction. Specific direction means this line has a direction of, say, another vector, say if the vector is given, okay, otherwise you have to assume. If we need a direction, that means we cannot assume that line directing towards north or south. So in that way given, that does not work. We have to give in a clear way the direction. That is, the line has the direction of another vector B, or it is parallel to the vector B. Okay. So in the examination, sometimes you will be asked to derive the equation in this form. Either derive the equation of the line passing through a point and with a specific direction, or parallel to another vector. Or it may be asked, derive the equation of the line passing through the point A whose position vector is A and having specific direction. Or without giving the position vector of point A, you may be given the vector B, derive the equation of the line passing through a point and parallel to another vector B, or having direction same as that of B. Or you may be given the both this A and B, derive the equation passing through the point whose position vector is A and parallel to the vector B. So in any of the forms you may be asked to derive the equation. If not given the point or the position vector of the point or the direction, the vector giving the direction, you have to assume all these. So here are not given. So we assume the line passes through the point capital A whose position vector is A and it is parallel to this vector B or having the same direction as that of B. So we want to derive. So first you draw a diagram. So this is the line. Suppose this is the line. It passes through the point A. So the three axes. So it passes through the point A and its position vector is A, assumed. And it is parallel to the vector B. So draw this B also. Parallel to the vector B. This is the vector B. Then what we do is, to derive the equation, we have to choose the general point P with position vector R. General point can be chosen by us. So, suppose P be a point in the line whose position vector is OP, which is equal to R. It's equal to R. Derive equation. So derive the equation means connect this R, A and the B. Conditions given. We have the conditions. Connect this R with the given A and B. Given A and B. So connect R with A and B. That means R is connected to A and B, R is related to A and B, R is such that the point P can move in connection with A and B or in accordance with the A and B, controlled by A and B. That is, we will be getting the specific line. Then, how we can connect? By some method or other. So since this position vector of A and position vector of P are known, we can have the vector AP. AP is equal to position vector of P minus position vector of A, which is R minus A. And this AP is parallel to B. This line is parallel to this line. This vector B. And since this vector AP is parallel to B, this R minus A can be taken as a scalar multiple of B. This is the equation. Connect with this. What we obtain is the required equation. If later we can simplify this also. So it is usually written like this. R is equal to transposing A to the right side, A plus lambda B. So this is the equation of the line. And remember this A and B, what are the A and B? A is the position vector of the point through which the line passes, and B is another vector. The line derived is parallel to that vector, and lambda is some constant, any constant. So this is the equation in vector form. This is the way in which we derive. And for the next derivation, Cartesian form, Cartesian equation, we can derive the Cartesian directly, or we can use this to derive the Cartesian form. So we can derive the Cartesian form using this vector equation. Convert this vector in terms of the Cartesian system, Cartesian coordinates. So how we can convert this into Cartesian coordinates? So this consider the line passes through a point which is A, passes through the point A. So since we are deriving in the Cartesian form, the A should be given in such a way that its Cartesian coordinates are known. So we should be given the coordinates of this A, and suppose the coordinates of A be say x1, y1 and z1. 3 dimensions, so 3 coordinates x1, y1, z1. And again, for specific direction, that is parallel to another vector B. So we need not this vector B here in this Cartesian case. So specific direction means either its direction cosine or direction ratios should be given. Otherwise we cannot derive it. And that's why we have derived the Cartesian, the direction ratio and direction cosines earlier. We need it here. Suppose we are given the direction ratios of another line A, B, C. This line is parallel to another line whose direction ratios are A, B, C. We can derive. We have this R is equal to A plus lambda into B. A plus lambda into B. And now this line passes through the point x1, y1 and the z1. And therefore, this point A has coordinates x1, y1, z1 means we can have the position vector of this A in terms of this x1, y1 and z1. We can take this vector A as this x1 I plus y1 j plus z1 k. We have this A, which is the position vector of this A. We can take this A equal to x1 I plus y1 j plus z1 k. We write this because we use this formula to convert it into the Cartesian form. So we have to substitute for this A in terms of x, y and z over the coordinates x1, y1, z1. And that's why we have written like this. And again, these are general point. General point can be taken as p, x, y, z. And therefore the position vector of this R is equal to xi plus yj plus zk. P the point x, y, z and A the point x1, y1, z. And again, direction ratios of B, A, B, C, and therefore the vector B can also be taken as this AI plus BJ plus CK. So substitute all these in this. So substituting this, we see that R is equal to this xi plus yj plus zk is equal to A plus this x1i plus y1j plus z1k plus lambda into this AI plus bj plus ck. So this is equal to this x1i plus lambda in the AI, that is this 4. We can transpose this to the left side. We can write in this way. This x minus x1i plus y minus y1 j plus z minus z1 k is equal to this lambda ai plus lambda bj plus lambda ck. So this linear combination equal to this linear combination. These two are equal means the corresponding components of this I, j and k are equal. That is, this x minus x1 equal to lambda a. This x minus x1 equal to lambda a. This y minus y1 is equal to lambda b. And z minus z1 equal to lambda c. So this x minus x1 equal to lambda a, or this gives x minus x1 by a is equal to lambda, y minus y1 is equal to lambda b. This implies y minus y1 by b equal to lambda, z minus z1 by z1 equal to lambda c, or this gives z minus z1 by c is equal to lambda. These three equations show that x minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 by b is equal to z minus z1 by c, and this is the required equation of the line in terms of x, y and z. That is the Cartesian equation. The Cartesian equation. Okay? And now, so this is a specific for two equality signs. This means this can be expressed in the combination of two equations. Combining these two, we will get one equation. Combining these two, we will get another equation. So these two will together give us the equation. That is the meaning. Or we can take this first and second one equation, first and last one equation, we will get another set of two equations. These two equations together will give us the equation. If we choose any such pair, the combined equation will give the same equation, which is the equation of the line. And we represent in this way because of some reason, but the discussion of that is beyond the scope of your syllabus. But anyway, we can mention it. If we write a single equation that will give us a plane in the three-dimensional region. So two equations, separate equations, one this and the other this, gives the combined equation of two planes. Combined equation of two planes means that it will be the common point of the intersection of two planes, which will, the intersection of two planes will be a straight line. And that is the straight line. Okay, that is why we obtain equation of light in this form. So anyway, we made this equation. This is the Cartesian equation, and also we have obtained the vector equation. Vector equation is r equal to a plus lambda b, and the Cartesian equation is x minus x1 by a equal to y minus y1 by b equal to z minus z1 by c. Remember this x1 y1 z1. What is this x1 y1 z1, and also this a b c. Okay, so that is the derivation in vector form, also in Cartesian.